Today on Days of Our Lives. A goodbye that might not stick, a baby bombshell that rewrites young love, a grandmother's tough love, Marlena's tough questions, EJ's quiet deal, and a showdown that rips open old grief. Monday, October 13th is not filler, it's fallout. Let's unpack it. Holly Jonas's farewell to Maggie Kuriakis isn't just emotional, it's hauntingly symbolic. The young woman who once represented Salem's bright, chaotic youth is now standing at a crossroads, saying goodbye to the only real home she's ever known. The scene carries quiet power. Maggie, ever the steady matriarch, watches Holly pack the last traces of her teenage life, a favorite scarf, an old photo, a note from Tate. Their conversation is soft, but the silence between words says everything. It's the silence of regret, of love, of lessons learned too late. Maggie doesn't try to stop her. Instead, she offers one of those rare pieces of wisdom that echo long after the credits roll. You can't outrun pain, Holly. You can only outgrow it. It's advice born from a lifetime of mistakes, and you can almost see it land, like a small, invisible scar on Holly's heart. But will she really leave Salem? The odds say no. A goodbye this early in an episode almost always hides a twist. And when Ari tells Tate that Holly is flying to Paris, it sets up the perfect soap opera chase. The question isn't if Tate will run after her, it's how far he'll go. So as Holly's taxi pulls away, remember this: in Salem, every departure hides an unfinished story. While Holly is boarding her emotional escape route, Tate Black is facing a revelation that flips his world inside out. Brady delivers the truth with the weight of a father who's seen too much heartbreak. Sophia Choi's baby isn't Tate's, it's Tessero. Kayla and Sarah's tests confirm it beyond doubt. For Tate, it's like being released from emotional prison. The relief is visible, the kind that shows up in every muscle. Shoulders drop, eyes widen, the breath comes easier. For the first time in weeks, he's not defined by scandal. But freedom comes with consequences. Will Tate handle the truth with grace, or arrogance? This moment will define his future. If he gloats, he becomes another Demera-style antihero, consumed by pride. But if he takes responsibility, acknowledging the pain Sophia caused and the pain he may have added, then he becomes something Salem rarely sees: a young man growing into empathy. And then there's Holly. News like this can feel like destiny calling. Now we can be together, but that's the wrong tone. If Tate chases her just to fill a void, he risks repeating every toxic cycle their parents ever lived. The real test isn't whether he catches Holly, it's whether he's changed enough to deserve her when he does. Marlena Evans has made a career out of entangling the damage other adults leave behind, and once again, she's the only one asking the question nobody else dares to: why? Rachel's revelation to Thomas, telling him that his father, Chad Demera, is secretly dating Kat Green, and that Kat once impersonated Abigail, wasn't just gossip. It was a psychological grenade. For Thomas, the result was instant confusion and heartbreak. For Marlena, it's a case study in early emotional manipulation. Her session begins not with anger, but with precision. Marlena's tone is calm, her gaze steady. She isn't here to shame Rachel, she's here to map the why behind the chaos. 3 motives emerge. Attention. Rachel has learned that shock guarantees visibility. When adults fight over her words, she feels relevant again. Power. Secrets are weapons, and Rachel's convinced that as long as she's the one lighting the fuse, no one can use them against her. Modeling. In Salem, deceit is generational. Rachel isn't inventing toxicity, she's replaying it. The question is whether Marlena can interrupt the cycle. If she grounds the moment with empathy, acknowledging Rachel's pain while naming her harm, it could plant the first seed of healing. But if Rachel shuts down, expect shockwaves. Brady torn between discipline and guilt. Thomas retreating into silence. And Kristen, smiling in the shadows, ready to twist her daughter's turmoil into leverage. Meanwhile, across town, another power play brews quietly in DiMera offices. E.J. DiMera, the master of manipulation wrapped in Armani, sits across from Kat Green, a woman freshly burned by public opinion and personal loss. Her eyes show fatigue, his calculation. She's looking for survival. He's looking for advantage. Kat's request is simple on paper but complex in politics: help her regain control of her reputation. After the scandal of impersonating Abigail and the implosion of her relationship with Chad, Kat is radioactive. One wrong move and her name could sink any brand or business deal she touches. EJ, of course, sees opportunity. To him, every fallen figure can be repurposed. He could easily offer containment, using DiMera PR and legal muscle to bury damaging stories, pay off leakers, and clean Kat's public image. Or perhaps shielding, a temporary hideout within the company, where she becomes useful and, therefore, protected. But in Salem, no favor comes free. EJ may already be calculating his return, perhaps a statement defending DiMera Enterprises, or a testimony that undermines Chad when the time is right. And that's the ticking time bomb. If Thomas discovers EJ's help, Chad will see betrayal, not business. So while Kat walks away thinking she's been rescued, EJ knows better. He hasn't saved her, he's just claimed her as another pawn on the DiMera chessboard. No scene this Monday carries more emotional fire than Jennifer Horton versus Chad DiMera. This isn't just a family argument, it's grief colliding with guilt. Jennifer stands trembling, her voice breaking with a mixture of anger and heartbreak. For her, Kat Green is not just another woman. She's a living reminder of everything Abigail lost, and everything Jennifer fears Chad has forgotten. Every memory of Abby's laughter, every echo of her children calling her name, it all comes rushing back the moment Jennifer learns Chad not only forgave Kat, but fell for her. To Jennifer, it feels like betrayal. Not romantic betrayal, but spiritual. The kind that makes a mother wonder if the love her daughter left behind has been desecrated. Chad, on the other hand, isn't defensive, he's drained. The guilt of being both a widower and a father has weighed on him for years. He knows he made mistakes, but his heart wasn't chasing romance, it was chasing relief. A chance to feel normal, even for a moment. Their confrontation isn't just about Kat, it's about survival. Jennifer wants boundaries, Chad wants breathing room. Both are right, and both are broken. The turning point comes when Chad finally stops explaining and starts owning. I see how much this hurt all of you, he admits. And I'll spend every day earning back your trust. It's not an ending, it's a pause. Because in Salem, healing isn't found in grand speeches. It's built quietly, in forgiveness earned, not asked for. As Monday's credits roll, every storyline feels like a fuse burning towards something bigger. Holly's departure, or detour? Her emotional goodbye suggests closure, but the timing screams twist. Whether Tate stops her at the gate or watches her plane take off, this isn't the end, it's a test. The writers are measuring how much both characters have grown. Expect a teary, tension-filled encounter that decides whether this chapter ends in separation or renewal. Rachel's reckoning. Marlena's quiet intervention is planting seeds for long-term change. Brady will have to choose between defending his daughter and teaching her consequences, while Kristen lurks, ready to weaponize any guilt that follows. EJ and Kat's dangerous pact. Whatever favor EJ grants her, it will not stay hidden. Expect the help to resurface during Chad's lowest moment, proving once again that nothing in Salem is ever truly altruistic. Jennifer and Chad's truce. Their standoff might cool for now, but the emotional fallout will ripple into Thomas's behavior and the family dynamic. Watch for a pivotal DiMera family scene by midweek, one that could redefine forgiveness altogether. This isn't just another episode, it's the opening chapter of a storm. So, Salem fans, let's talk. Should Holly truly leave for Paris to find herself? Or is she running from a love she's not ready to face? Did Marlena finally pierce through Rachel's walls, or has she just opened the door for Kristen to twist things even further? And what do you think Kat asked EJ for? Protection? Power? Or a favor that will come back to haunt both of them? Every decision made this week feels like the start of something dangerous. Every quiet pause hides a coming explosion. Monday's episode isn't just setting up drama, it's resetting alliances, exposing vulnerabilities, and reminding us that in Salem, even love has a cost. Comment your theories below. Whose storyline are you most invested in? Holly's heartbreak? Rachel's redemption? Chad's guilt? Hit that like button if you're loving the chaos, and don't forget to subscribe for more daily breakdowns, predictions, and deep dive analysis. Because in days of our lives, the moment someone says goodbye is exactly when the next storm begins.